You know why you should use Kotlin for Android, but why shouldn't you use Kotlin? Well, for one, there's slower compile time. With Kotlin, it adds a compile time mainly because it's converting from Java bytecode to Kotlin. So that may take an extra 5-10% of your compile time. That is still time. Some people want all the time they have, and that's still going to set you back. The second thing is it will add methods to your dexing. It's around 7,000 methods. There are some libraries that are over 10,000, but this is still going to add methods to that. So you will need to enable dexing a little earlier. This will further add compile time and also increase your APK size. And I believe you can't use instant run when you're enabling dexing, so this creates a huger problem with that. The next is the size of your app. Now, with Android, there are some apps that want to keep their APK size as small as possible. That's why they use ProGuard. And Kotlin, at least for debug, I do know that it adds around 1 megabyte to your debug. Now that's a lot with Android, especially with some apps. Some people, 1 megabyte might be a lot for their app. They may have a small app, and Kotlin might not be for them if they want to keep it as small as possible. Now with Kotlin, if you're working on a team or you have a app that has a lot of team members in it, 3 or 4, for example, Kotlin isn't going to have a lot of developers. So it's going to be a little difficult to find people that are into Android development and Kotlin and that are good with Kotlin. That said, it's going to take a little while to find a Kotlin Android developer for your team, and you might have to compensate with a slightly higher salary to attract those people, mainly because there's less competition to find those people. Supply and demand, you need to kind of pay them a little more to find the good Kotlin developers. And fifth, there are some problems with Kotlin. Some things don't work. One of the main thing is testing with Mockito, with nulls. With nulls and the any for Mockito, you can solve this with a library. Again, that adds to your method count for testing, not really to your APK size. You have to add another library. And some libraries do not work. Currently, there are some, Realm and some other things that they work 99%, but there are some things that you have to convert back to Java because they just don't work with Kotlin. And then you have this design flip-flop between Kotlin and Java. Those are the 5 things why you shouldn't use Kotlin for your Android app.